If you were to play any note anywhere on the guitar fretboard, would you know what that note is right off the top of your head? In this video, I'm going to show you a simple way to learn all the notes on the fretboard in 3 steps. Coming up. Hello and welcome to Clay Jarvis Guitar. I've been playing guitar for over 30 years, and on this channel I bring you tips, tools, and strategy videos to help you go further, faster with guitar. If that sounds like you and you find this video helpful, then take a second, hit subscribe, and click on the bell. That way you will be notified each time I release another helpful video. Step number 1, let's learn some very basic music theory. We're going to start out with the music alphabet, and it just simply consists of A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. 7 notes, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then it keeps on going. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, so forth, so on. The next thing we want to learn is the concept of the half steps and whole steps on the guitar or in music in general. So a half step would be one note. So if I play that note right there, a half step up would be this note here. A half step down would be that note there. So it's 1 fret. So a half step equals 1 fret, either up or down. A whole step would be 2 frets. So if I play this same note and I go up a whole step, I'm going up 2 frets. So here to here. If I want to go down, I'm going a whole step down, which is 2 frets. So here, whole step down, here, whole step up. Now let's talk about the rule of the B and C notes and the E and F notes. And the rule is simple. There's only a half a step from an E to a F or a B to a C. So this is my open string E. A half step up would be F. So there are no notes in between E and F. Same thing goes with B and C. Here's my B note right here, and here's my C note. So from B to C is only a half step or 1 fret. Now let's put it all together and talk about the sharp notes and the flat notes. So you've got A to B is a whole step, which means 2 frets. So this is A and this is B. So the question is, what is this note right here? So here's A and we're going up to B. Well, let's go down to this note, and this is going to be either a B flat note or an A sharp note. So this could be called either one. B flat, because it goes down half a step from B, or an A sharp, because it goes up half a step from A. So A sharp, or B flat to B. Let's do this one more time. Let's play this note right here. Now that right there is a G note. So I'm going to say up half a step is going to be a G sharp. And of course there's my A. So down from A half a step is an A flat. So there's G. This note here is either a G sharp or you can call it an A flat. So step number 2, let's talk about how we're going to memorize some of these notes. First of all, we're going to memorize the notes that are open. So open notes would be E, A, D, G, B, and E. And you should know that simply by just tuning your guitar, because when you tune your guitar, you're tuning that note to an E, that note to an A, D, G, B, and E. Okay? So we know our open notes, we've got them memorized, okay? Now let's talk about the top string, which is an E, and the bottom string, which is also an E. We can memorize the notes on the top string, and of course that holds true with the bottom string as well, by simply walking through the music alphabet like we talked about. So start with this E, and then half a step up is F, whole step to G, whole step to A, whole step to B, half a step to C, whole step to D, and a whole step to E. Now if you notice, we know what this note here is, and we also know what that note is on the 12th fret because it's the same note, just an octave higher. That's an E, that's an E, that's an A, that's an A, so forth, so on. So now let's memorize the notes on the A string. So we know we start with an open A string, we go up a whole step to a B, we go up a half a step to a C, we go up another whole step to a D, whole step to an E, half a step to an F, whole step to a G, and now we're back at A again. So we started with A, we ended with A. Now all we have to do is talk about the other strings on the guitar and how to find those notes. Well, here's the way to do that. First of all, you can start with your open string, or you could start with your 12th fret, and you could go either up or down or whatever makes more sense to you. So let's just say you want to figure out what this note right here is. Okay, so in this note right here, I can either start with the open note, which is G, and I can go up A, B, C, D, and there's the note we were looking at. Well, that's a D sharp or an E flat. Okay, so the other thing I can do is I could start with the 12th fret and go down. So this is G, this is F, this is E, and then once again there's our note, it's E flat. Okay, let's try another note. Let's try this note right here. Okay, so we're on the G string, so we could walk up G, A, B, C, D, E. So it's an E note right there. Or we could walk down from the 12th fret. G, F, E. Simple as that. So the last thing we want to talk about here is your octave patterns. We've already talked about E, and then 12th fret, that's an E. G note, 12th fret, you got a G note. So let's talk about how to find our octaves within the guitar fretboard. So first of all, let's choose the note that we already played, this note right here. Now we know that's an E note. So how do we find the octave lower on that same E note? It's right there. So there's your pattern. It's right here on this note, and we skip a string, and then we go to this note right here. So that holds true no matter where you're at on the guitar. So if you're trying to figure out this note, there's your octave, this note, there's your octave, this note, there's your octave. So we may not know what this note here is right off the top of our head, but we know what this note is because we memorized this string. So that's just another way of figuring out the notes really quickly. So this is your E, this is your E, that's your E. This is your A, this is your A, this is your A. So this is your E, once again, this is your E, this is your E. So you can use your octaves to find notes really quickly as well. Let's try one more note. Let's try this note right here. So how do we figure out what note that is? Okay, well we start with the 12th fret. We know that's a B. We know that's a C. That's a D. And there's our note right there. So it's going to be either a D sharp or an E flat. So let's go back to the note we just learned earlier, which is going to be our D sharp or E flat way up here. And let's look at the octaves. Here's our octave right there for that note. And then of course here's our octave here for that note. So the octave patterns are the same, starting with your top E string or your bottom E string, and then your notes in between. So there's your G, there's your G, there's your G. Here's your C, there's your C, there's your C. Once again, we want to find notes really quickly. So this note here, there's our octave below, and there's our octave below that, which tells us it's an A sharp or a B flat. Once again, if this video has been helpful for you, then let me know by giving it a like, or leave me a comment. Now that you know how to learn all the notes on the fretboard, click the video that's on your screen to learn how to figure out the key to any song. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.